which is why this is 1920 floorboard, same as the studio, and that extension. Whereas that's the original 1885.
Which is the original? Which is the extension?
That's original, but it's not 1885. It's actually 1840ish.
Okay.
Yeah. Switch that off. But look.
Hold on. Okay.
Now we're off down the stairs. I think drywall. The cellar. You want to get through? Into these joists. Okay. Right with me.
This is all too dark to film as it is. I'll come back and do all of this another time.
Yeah, yes you can. Yeah. I mean, actually, what you see up here, you can see if you look up here in these joists, the joist ends, and I'll try and hold that up. The lead up there. Look, you can see if you come around, the end of the joist up there is completely soft, and if you look up in the, can you see out there how it's completely sort of deteriorated, just like a rotten end of a piece of wood, and it doesn't sit on anything. Up here, that joist is completely unsupported.
Right, hold on, I can't. You go put pass on it. Which bit's completely unsupported?
That one there, that joist doesn't sit on this wall there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. So and beyond it, the timber is just rotted away. So what I need to do is to splice to this joist another piece. I'll bolt it through, coach bolts, and so that it's supported on that wall. These are similarly deteriorated, but at least they're sitting on the wall.
Yes.
And they're pretty ropey, some of these joists, as you can see. There, so you can see the side of that one up there. Maybe you can't really. That if you look at the side of that one, can you reach across a bit further? Up there, that all of that is it's just soft rotten wood. And this, the original when for a long time this piece of ceiling was dropped down, but I knocked that down because it was easier to get at these cables from underneath than to fiddle around trying to lift the floorboards, which had above it, which have furniture on them. So and there's look what I've spent. There's a piece of old lead cabling, just hanging down there. That's old original lead wiring, just chopped off. And I don't know what the date of the lead is, but it predates that's probably the original 1920s wiring. In the 50s some of it was rubber covered, and there's a bit of rubber covered cable up there, look. That black stuff is rubber covered, I think, unless it's something completely different, like goodness knows whether that's rubber covered or whether it's just dark plastic. Can't tell without reaching, without feeling it. And and of course all the painted graffiti from the previous occupants. When the girls and their friends used to come down here and smoke pot. And that's then, we don't know the age of that door, but from the moulding, it's a little difficult to tell from the mouldings.
Yeah, probably 1920.
But then, of course, it's got this wonderful lock here, which has got one of the ancient keys. And it probably needs oiling, but oh, hang on a minute, no, the key is here. The key is in the lock. So it's wood cased. It's a lock that's in a wooden case. But the key is there, and let's just try turning it and see if it's rusted solid. No, it isn't rusted solid. It does work. But if I can get it out, you can see if it'll come out. Yes, it will come out. It's one of those, it's a a beauty.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's a bit historical piece, but I would imagine that goes back to the original house.
Mm.
But it still works.
And now you're going to show me the writing on the wall, on the door.
Yeah, yeah. There's keep out, Jack. But I don't know. At least I think it's Jack. It's JAC, and they've run out of space. But why on earth they've got keep out Jack on the inside of a door when Jack can only be inside? I don't know. But he's huge. I mean, I would expect. I'm not trying taking these out, but I would guess that these are handmade screws.
Mm.
So that they're big, heavy slots, and they'll be the threads will be hand cut. Yeah. I've had a sort of a clear up down here, the bit behind you to this on this side. I've had all of that and cleaned and sorted, whereas this bit is still needs a clear out.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff. That old workbench down there with an old vice still on it. Some bits of this, I mean, would be useful to have accessible and make use of it.
Mm.
But there are other bits which could just be chucked on the bonfire heap, like the remains of that old kitchen cupboard, which did have sliding doors, did support a sink, I think. It's got hardboard sides on it, and at the moment it's just supporting other bits of waste wood.
Mm.
And of course that pipe coming through, that big pipe through the wall there, above where you're looking now,
Yeah.
is the flue from the old coal-fired central heating, the original coal-fired central heating boiler that was down in the cellar. And I got rid of that when I got rid of the boiler because it was actually a fairly large chunk of cast iron and steel casing. I got rid of that when we moved in.
Okay.
It was just taking up space.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't have the same sense of history, as it were, then, of thinking, gosh, this is part of the history of the house, I must preserve it.
No.
But yeah, all sorts. And of course there's the back door, the old back door, which I'm thinking of replacing, but you tell me I mustn't.
Yeah, don't replace it. It's
And,
quite.
but it needs to be made usable.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's fair enough.
And maybe it is just a case of reinforcing it, putting extra bits of reinforcing on the inside. Maybe just lining the whole of the inside with a piece of significant piece of ply attached to the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
But the trouble is, of course, it's rotten at the bottom as well. So there are all sorts of bits pieced on that. But the ivy grows through, bindweed grows through. I'll pull it off on the outside, and the dead bits stay on the inside.
Mm.
And of course, the original old bits of floorboard from the original 1840s floorboard, which came in handy as an offcut, came in handy to screw across that and wedge it so that the flimsy panels can't be kicked through.
Mm.
And I've added key bolts. But I guess the hinges are rusted solid. And at the bottom there's the sand bank, as you can see in that corner, which discourages the rodents from coming underneath it.
Mm.
Oh, it's quite bright out there when you get close. Yeah. Right there. You can even see the horizon of the other side of the valley.
Yeah.
Through the cobwebs, darkly.
Mm. So remember,
And of course, down there is the block which stops rats coming up from the drain. That hole in the wall, closed by the slate and the. Sorry, I'll bring the lamp back out of the way.
That's all right.
That hole in the down there.
Yeah, sorry. I need to take a shot because I had this.
That down there is the block and the brick and the piece of slate are there to prevent rats coming up through the old drain, because this used to be a milking parlour where the goats were milked, and of course they would wash it out, and that allowed the water to run away down into the drain, and also to allow the rats to come up, as we discovered a couple of years ago. I discovered the rats were coming up there, which is why we've now got a concrete block and a brick securing it. Might be a good idea to actually keep the ventilation, but put an air brake there.
That's fine, Dad. Thanks. You can step back with the light. I say you can head off. It's quite nice to see the light changing as you do that.
Coil this cable and unplug the light in due course when you say ready.
Okay.
What's that? Groovy Baby, it says on there, below Jethro Tull.
Let's have a look.
They're in there.
I'll try and pan into it.
Yeah, Groovy Baby.
Can't see the same thing. Oh, it does. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And that's fine. If I go for handprints as well.
Yeah.
What have you found there?
I'm just looking up at the all the drain cocks for the various bits of the central heating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and of course we've also got drains, a few drains outside as well. There's at least 2 over there, 1 over there. So yes, there's at least 13 drains for the draining down to various bits of the central heating. And these are, I suspect, these isolated ends are pipes which are going to go and feed the guest bathroom. Well, I mean, they're actually sort of joining onto there. I haven't connected it to those yet. I don't know why I haven't. I think I probably just laid them in there and then I thought I'll get on and do that another time. Right.
Okay, yeah, just if you just want to light the steps for me.
Okay.
You probably have to go just sort of if you can stand alongside me, so that I don't cast a shadow.
Right, okay.
And just sort of I'm going to.
Can we get off? Can we just get off the cable?
Yeah, I'm not on it.
But if we're going to pull it with us, we need to.
Yeah, all I'm going to do is stand here and pan down.
Okay.
So if you just want to light the top of the stairs for a second, I just want to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Light up right at the top of the stairs. So if you.
Right, you want me to get in the quick shot a little bit? Yeah. Oh. And of course there are these smoke, this writing which they've done with candles on the ceiling. Love, 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 it says on every stair. And what's it say there? Are you having fun? Having spelt with an E in the middle of it.
Where does it say that?
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah.
It says, are you having fun? Okay, to come back a second, I'll pan down the stairs. Okay.
So don't have your lamping because it creates a halo.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. Just sort of have it. Yeah, that's fine as it is there.
If you go down to the woods today, you're, I expect, sure of a big surprise, it says on those risers, although the lower risers have got obliterated a little bit. Woods tonight, it says. If you go down to the woods tonight, you're sure of a big, I don't know what that says down there, because they may not have used the, but they've painted the edges of the steps. So it's fascinating to see all this.
It is. It is. Yeah. It used to, as a child, it used to really. It made this quite a mysterious house, having this alien, you know, this history, because
Yeah.
this history basically of other people who were here before us.
Yeah.
That's you know, to the woods.
Nothing significant behind this piece of glass. Where's my... Whoops. Except bits of broken glass.
Good. Let's see. Let's work our way up. Then I'll just
Yeah,
make sure we're
alright.
not standing on this. That's fine.
I can only take this as far as the...
Okay, go as far as you can with it, and I'll sort of see what I can do there.
Gosh, I haven't had this space so well lit for years. And this is cable from the. This here is cable from the old night storage heaters, which is still that still supplies the.
Oh, this is.
Yes, this cable here is the cable which supplied the night storage heater sockets, and I think that particular one now is the supplies the one of the sockets in the utility room. But night storage heater, so it'll be on the cheap rate circuit. Oh, in that corner, I wonder, I wouldn't have found those if I'd been looking for them.
What corner, sorry?
In this corner behind the cupboard here, which I've never noticed recently, these rods, and there's a great bundle of them down in there, you can see. Right, if you put the thing in a bit further, there's a great bundle of rods there. These are stair rods, which with their delicate little ends, and those go through the. I don't know if you've noticed that at the bottom of each riser, there's a ring, and these rods would have gone through and kept the stair carpet in place.
Oh yes, so these are the originals.
These are the original ones out of the house, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they still existed. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've seen
yeah.
those little
Yeah,
these little eyelets on the stone stairs. I didn't know they were here.
yeah. No, I'd forgotten they were there too.
Home sweet home there, if you like that for me.
Right. Okay.
I'll just work my way down these, looking down here
Okay.
from this.
And then lower your heads, gentle folks.